Hello, hopefully you've seen the title. Don't worry, it is not a clickbait. This is not necessarily, it's important, it's a big channel change. I'm not clickbaiting anybody with that, so hopefully it's not that big of a change. Well, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. So this is just a little channel change that I want to bring up, and also, you know what, I'm also going to kind of give a little teaser for some upcoming projects that I've been working on. So, because pretty soon, I think the speed in which videos are made will not be as quick because of a lot of real life factors. I'm going to start driving or learning to drive. I do theater, so we're beginning a production of Footloose. So I have to do that, and then school, which is just a pain, but I gotta get it done. All of those three things, and I'm also pretty sure I'm starring in a fan film, or a film with someone who's an okay friend of mine. We're not like close, but we're good with each other. Or we do like each other, we just don't talk very often, but I think so. That's like 4 major things going on in my life. But that doesn't mean YouTube can't happen. Alright, we're already on a minute, so we should probably get to the subject of today, and that is going to be the focus of the channel. So I feel like the way videos are released on this channel are kind of wacky and kind of messy. Like, you've got tier lists, you got versus series, power scaling, pre-writes, rewrites, blah blah blah, like everything. So the main focuses of this channel moving forward are going to be versus series, power scaling, rewrites / pre-writes. So rankings and tier lists and all of those are probably going to go either unlisted or I'm going to move them to another channel. But this channel primarily is going to focus on pre-writes, versus series, and power scaling. And that does not just mean Star Wars, that means Marvel, SpiderMan, Star Wars, and anything else that ends up coming over to the channel. So all of that will stay, and yeah, I can give some teasers for stuff I'm working on in those fields. So that's really the big change, is pretty much all tier lists. Well, we'll talk about one that will be staying on the channel, or will be coming to the channel, I should say. But yeah, that's the basic premise. Anyway, so I'll give some teasers because who knows when these will come out. I don't have specific dates, but just to kind of show you what we're going towards, what I am planning for the next current future. A lot of rewrites and a lot of pre-writes, is what I should say. A lot of them. So, because, hey, I just really enjoy writing, and that's just the basic premise. I just really like writing, and I want to rewrite and pre-write from favorite franchises. So, first of all, we have the Miles Morales trilogy, which I announced at the end of writing the college trilogy. That is currently being written right now. That's currently still in the writing phase. I really want to get it right. I want to make Miles different from Peter, but also cool in his own way, as well as really trying to make sure the overall story is balanced and structured properly. So that is one thing I really want to do. Another thing that I'm working on, and this is most likely the first of the pre-write or rewrite that will come out because it's the closest to being done, is SpiderMan 3, which is a rewrite of the original Sam Raimi film. Personally, I actually like this film, but I know a lot of people don't. and I wanted to throw my hat in the mix to see what I could do with what was presented. So I am going with that. There's also going to be an Amazing Spider-Man 2 rewrite as well. Not as big a fan of this movie, and also kind of just want to throw my hat into the mix. And hey, if those 2 videos do really good, I could always do a pre-write for a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4 or an Amazing Spider-Man 3 if people were interested in that following those 2 videos. And Spider-Man is not the only thing getting rewritten here. I have some Star Wars projects, one of them being a rewrite of The Bad Batch, and another one focused on the Book of Boba Fett. Both series, to me, were pretty disappointing. They were actually pretty bad, actually. They were not good. And I definitely want to, again, throw my hat in the mix, just show what I got. So yeah, I'm saying a lot. I'm not scripted, I'm sorry. Anyway, those 2 will also happen. I don't know when they'll happen because I really haven't planned or scripted them at all. Like, I have some basic notes down and that's about it. Who knows if they both turn out well and you want to see a Dimmond-verse instead of a Filoni-Favreau-verse, I could pre-write all the other shows and seasons of those shows. Because no one will tell you. The Filoni-Favreau-verse is kind of crumbling. It's not doing very good. It's not saving Star Wars. So, who knows? And also, this is another one that's more of an idea. It doesn't even have any notes yet, but it's just an idea, it's just a concept. But a rewrite of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, wasn't a big fan of this. I think some things worked, but some things didn't work. Again, I don't even have notes for this. This is just a random idea. And who knows, maybe we could even rewrite some other of the weaker MCU films, like Thor the Dark World, or The Incredible Hulk, or Iron Man 2, etc., etc., etc. We could always try those if Falcon the Winter Soldier works out. If you guys want to see that. That's more of like if people want to see Falcon the Winter Soldier. It's just up in the air. But rewrites and pre-writes are not all that are happening. We do have some Versus Series / power scaling. I am continuing the Spider-Man Ultimate Power Scale. I'm currently speed scaling them to find out who is the fastest. It's a lot. I don't think you guys know how long it took to make the first one on strength. I know it's like 10 minutes long, but actually getting the math and getting the numbers and getting all the feats lined up together and scaling it like that it took a little bit for me to make that. So speed is going at about the same pace, no pun intended. Well, was it a pun? It wasn't really a pun. Oh well. And then from there we have durability, hacks abilities and gear, and then combat skill / tactics. To determine who is the overall most strong, fast, durable, best tech, most skilled Spider-Man, who's the most powerful. So those videos are way away, but they are happening. And then, again, Star Wars has not exited the Versus series just yet. I will reveal one project. There's really 2 main projects going on right now. The first one is a debut video, versus video, which is Avar Kriss versus Darth Plagueis. Avar's come so far from the beginning of this channel when I unleashed torrents of rage towards what I thought was going to be a terrible character. Still not one of my favorites in the High Republic, but definitely better than what I was presuming, which is really, really good. And also, we get to bring the High Republic into the Versus series. Again, I feel like I've been just throwing the High Republic into my channel so much, and I don't mean to, because, like, to be honest, the High Republic is just the most interesting Star Wars that Disney canon has produced. None of the shows have really done it for me. A couple of the movies, like, early on, like the spin-off, the Rogue One, that one worked for me, but most of the films I just find either bad or bland. Mandalorian worked, Jedi Fallen Order definitely worked, but, like, the High Republic really has been what's really kept me interested, and not just, like, just in canon, but kind of in Star Wars as a whole, because as much as I love Legends, it's the same stuff. Like, I just know the same stuff. I can reread those books all the time, but I know how it's gonna go. I know that. So the High Republic, it's new, it's fresh, it's keeping me interested, because I don't know what's gonna happen. I get invested into little characters like Bel Zettifar, who is the star of that series, by the way. Star. I don't know what's gonna happen to him, and that's exciting to me. I'm excited to, like, with this new world building and stuff. So, I'm sorry, a little rant on the High Republic, but yeah, Avar Kriss will be getting a debut versus video against Darth Plagueis the Wise. So, God bless her soul. If you guys know how powerful Darth Plagueis is. But don't underestimate Avar Kriss. Don't underestimate her. I've done my research. She's a little better than you might think. And she will also get a post-mortem analysis, combat analysis, similar to Vernestra Rowe and Loden Greatstorm, but that will come after her versus series. And then lastly, which is the ginormous versus series project that I've been talking about for a long, long time now. I'm doing a versus series mini marathon. It's been in the works for quite some time, actually. I keep saying, damn it. Okay. Okay, so it's 3 videos long. There's 3 different mini marathons. There's an era and a character mini marathon. All I will say is it is a character mini marathon. So it's 1 character in 3 matchups. Yeah. And my plan is to actually make all 3 of them and upload them at the same time, which means it's going to be way off into the future if I do that, but it'll also be a mini marathon. You just get to watch them back to back to back, and I'm not going to spoil who the character is. But I will give a hint. I have previously used this character in other versus videos. Any of my versus videos that were on my channel, it's one of those characters. So, there's not many of them, so eventually you'll figure it out. But yeah, that's really all the projects that are lined up. That's the channel update, which is, oh! One more thing I wanted to add is the reason these videos are probably going to take a little longer to make is, especially with the pre-writes and stuff, and even the What If series. Also forgot to mention, the What If series is staying. I'm not getting rid of the What If series, the Gala Merrick one. That will stay on the channel because that got surprisingly popular. So it's gonna stay. But it was just kind of an image, and it was like recorded as like a podcast, and I kind of want to have more quality than that. So I do actually want to have more formal reading, music, imagery, video, and just make the overall video more and more engaging rather than just being like a podcast. So that's the other thing. So those videos might take a little longer, especially the pre-writes and rewrites, the writing things, because I'm going to be putting like a ton more energy into them. Because originally I just did them as like fun, like little cheap, like I wrote the script and then I just presented it. And now I'm really like invested in doing this, so I'm going to put my whole thing forward with that. But yeah, that's all you need to know. Writing Versus series, power scaling, Star Wars, Spider-Man, Marvel. That's taking center stage. The What If series is also staying. I should mention that. And the tier lists and the rankings and I'm so unscripted. We do have one more thing. I am doing an MCU power scale. It's already done. I did it on a tier list. But yeah, I ranked pretty much all the characters up until now in power. So I will just present that tier list to you guys rather than make it a full-on ranking because it's already done. But that might be the one thing that comes before Spider-Man 3 rewrite. But anyway, now we're done. So, versus series, What If, power scaling, pre-mortem, post-mortem, writing, Spider-Man, Marvel, Star Wars. That's all staying. The tier lists are probably going to go unlisted, and then there's a bunch of projects to look forward to. And I have a life to get to, so they're probably not going to come really soon, but they will come eventually. So yeah, this is Dimon360, signing off.